Who said it could be this hot out? Fucking dying on my way to class. Sweating my ass off on the bike. Now I gotta put the AC in here to the max. I'm gonna get cooked. But whatever. Alright, the weather's not gonna stop me from getting a bananas chest pump. Right? Holy shit. So, chest. Standard procedure. You know, I'm gonna start off with a heavy pressing movement. And then, you know, after I've done a significant amount of work and damage, I'll move on to more isolation movements, right? So I'll probably start off either barbell or dumbbell incline bench, then maybe move on to some machine press, some pec decks, perhaps perhaps something else, you know, I don't know. Kind of just go by feel once I'm in there, right? I let the gym speak to me and tell me what I want to do. And then shoulders, of course. If you've seen one of the chest and shoulder lifts, you already know what I'm about to do for shoulders. It's just going to be 11 sets of some sort of rear delt exercise. Maybe I'll change it up, but I've been just doing one exercise for the whole 11 sets. Either face pulls, reverse pec deck, bent over, lateral raises. I mean, it's whatever, right? As long as you can feel your intended muscle firing, and you can load up a reasonable amount of weight and end your lift with a pump. You know, whatever you do to meet that criteria is going to work. So once I'm done with rear delts, I'll just finish off with 11 sets of side laterals, and I'm gonna check the pump. I honestly, I might even start chilling out on shoulders again, just because, like, relatively to my arms, especially in like back poses, like my shoulders just look extra round, and it almost makes my arms look smaller in comparison, right? So, anybody that's ever seen like back old school Arnold videos where he's like, you want to grow every muscle in proportion. And there's some legitimacy to that, but for the most part, the issue is you've got lacking muscle groups and not having ones that are too overpowering. So if you're looking at your calves right now, or if you're thinking about your legs, guess what? That's your sign that maybe you've been skipping a muscle group a little bit too much. So I'm gonna get in there, gonna do some just some tricep push downs a little bit, real lightweight, just with a cable. Warm up the area, maybe do some rotator cuff work, stuff like that. If you're about to load up your shoulders, which, I mean, by doing any pressing movement, you're using this whole apparatus. Wouldn't it just make sense to make sure everything's moving around right and get some blood flowing? Jumping straight into bench or anything else without a proper warm-up, I mean, you're asking for it. So enough of this jabbering. Okay, so in theory, if you're capable of doing that exact same lift with the same weights, then you should be big enough such that your pump would be comparable to what's about to be unveiled. But even if you got to do less weight, pretty standard chest day, just pressing and flies. What did I do? Like a few supersets at the end, even though, like, if I would have done straight sets, the pump probably would have been just as good. So let's see how that correlates to the visual effect. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my, dude. That is fucked up. And to think, there's still a few more months of fucking bulking to go. So this is just a sign of more to come. Holy shit. Okay, let's stop gawking and move on to shoulders. Oh my god, it's hard to look away. So, certainly feel pretty damn pumped. Do they look bigger? Duh. Shoulders pumped to hell. Let's finish off some calves and get home before B-Dubs closes. I've got a very particular hankering for 20 traditional mild wings. All right, so with any luck, I should get home right when the Uber Eats guy drops off my goddamn wings. In terms of bulking, that is not going to be your most cost-effective method. But you know, every so often, certainly worth getting a treat. Getting a treat instead of just eating random food. So let's just slam the dextrose shake before we get to eat some real food. Oh, all right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Oh. So, I was freaky pumped today. Like, insanely pumped. Diabolically pumped. Horrendously pumped. Auspiciously pumped. Now, what would I attribute that to? Today, at least, probably hydration. I drank a ton of liquids today. Pre-workout was almost probably, let me see, what volume is this? This is 1.5. Pre-workout itself was a liter, maybe a liter and a little bit of change. I drank another half gallon during the daytime, and I like throwing some liquid IVs in there. Just for like some electrolytes. It's probably a scam. I'm sure I could buy a bulk electrolyte drink from somewhere, or like a bulk electrolyte drink powder from somewhere. But whatever. Very what's the word? Shit, very available. Very fuck, what am I thinking? Very simple, whatever. You just get your little pack, you pour it in, don't have to worry about it. Good. But yeah, I mean, you gotta think, what are your muscles full of? Right? Carbs. It's full of carbs. There's a reason why people talk about carbing up. But you gotta think, those carbs are dissolved in what? Water. Water, goddammit. So, if you're fully fed on a bulk, you know, you're eating a lot of food, it probably won't affect you so much as when you're on like a cut in a dieting phase. But I definitely notice if I'm dieting, I'm sticking to 2,000 calories, 2,500 calories a day, where that ends up being like, maybe 150 grams of carbs. Uh, what'll dictate whether or not the workout feels good and like gives me a good pump and I'm nice and energized is usually about how hydrated I am, right? So if I were to do a lift while dieting, without drinking enough water, and without having enough sodium and whatever else floating around in my system, probably more likely to, well, just in general, more likely to get fucking like headaches. Just gonna feel like, just not gonna feel that good. Whereas, oh yeah, and you're gonna have a worse pump, and you got to think your muscles are like the whole biomechanics of how your muscles work is like electrolyte transport. I'm not really into that kind of science stuff, but you get the gist. You need some salt floating around. So if you do drink, a considerable amount of water, right? You're well hydrated, you're pissing clear, and you got a good amount of salt floating around your system. Pump's going to be better, your lift is going to be better, you're going to be stronger, feel better. Tell you what, don't underestimate the power of the gallon milk jug, right? The guy with that gallon milk jug, he knows what he's doing, right? So, other than that, more related to the lift itself, chest was, holy crap. I was almost surprised when I took my pump cover off, to be honest. I need to eat more food. I am like way too fucking lean for this bulk. Because 260 is when the bulk ends. God damn it. Not gonna break on that, The most I weighed before is 250, so I'm at the precipice. So I gotta get real with the eating. That's my limiting factor right now. So when I get home, I'm gonna eat all these wings, a ton of protein, considerable amount of fat as well. But as long as you do your cardio and you train hard, to an extent, it's gonna be able to let you get a bit more flexible with your diet, right? Because just by training, and being a serious lifter, right, your metabolism is gonna be way better. And just by having, more muscle in your frame, your baseline amount of food that you need to eat every day is going to go up. So, just in general, man, I recommend lifting to anybody. Even if you don't want to be a fucking nutcase bodybuilder, even just being fit, just going to feel better, right? Fucking ride your bike around or something, You're not meant to just sit around in a chair all day. Like, yeesh. Not far from now, everybody's going to be sitting at home with a VR headset on, Sword Art Online style, right? Nobody's going to have respect for real muscle anymore. So we got to keep the passion alive. God damn it! So I'm gonna go home, eat, take my vitamins. I think I might have some homework due at midnight. I don't want to think about it. And then back day tomorrow. So probably get some heavy ass rows in again. Pull downs, whatever. Just get an insane pump. And you'll see you then. So you thought I was gonna forget? You thought I was gonna forget to call you out on not doing your cardio? You fucking asshole. I know you're not doing it. Oh my god. I swear, dude, 30 minutes. It's not hard. Now, I will admit, there's more than 30 minutes to it, because you gotta either go to the gym or, just go for a walk outside. And when I say cardio, I do not mean a run, right? You can just walk for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. There's been times when I was younger, just like living at home all the time in high school, especially in the summertime, my sleep schedule would get really crazy. And I wake up at like 3 in the morning for whatever reason. That was just how the sleep schedule was. It was time for cardio. And there was no going to the gym, so I just fucking go bike around or something. If you want crazy results, you gotta be crazy. You gotta do some things that are, relative to the layman, a little bit crazy. But whatever. It's not my body if you don't want to do your goddamn cardio. I know I'm doing 30 minutes on the bike in the morning, so just keep that in mind. I'll see you next time.